And I
Five
think
Finger Death Punch got famous off a cover, so every album after that they had a cover, and all their songs sounded the same. Yeah,
that is it.
yeah,
it's very formula
because they
driven.
Bad Company got them famous.
And I remember I liked it, and it was
It
one of those
was a
instances-
good it was a good cover, but the problem was they did the same thing to a cover every album after that, and all their music sounded the same.
Yep.
Which they're the Nickelback of metal.
It's true.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So yeah, 2 thumbs up for me. Loved it. By the way, that song's still fading out.
I know it is. Oh wait, did I kill it? I did kill it. Okay,
Just
Woo.
barely, but
Okay.
I mean, it's a 2.5 minute fade out.
It's
man.
really
It's
just
wild.
fading out for infinity.
And the thing is, you can hear it it's like you're watching somebody like walk away and they're saying stuff, and you can just barely hear them the entire way. It's like, what the hell is going on? But it was great. Loved it. 2 thumbs up for me.
Good.
And a toe.
Good. I do what I did. I was going to pull up band information for this reaction, and I forgot to do so yet. We're going to react to, or excuse me, review the album.
A wonton. A wonton soup.
What is the name of this album? Sleep with the Lights On is the name of the album.
Oh. I used to do
now,
that.
December, when you gave me this and you told me, I'm pretty sure you told me that it was Lebanese rock and roll, blues rock or something along those lines, right?
Yes.
So I was intrigued because I didn't know what to make of it before listening. I'm like, okay, well, is it going to be Lebanese American rock and roll? You know, people that were from Lebanon but were raised in the United States, parents were immigrants or something like that. Right. No, these guys are from fucking Beirut, Lebanon.
Yep.
And I had to look that up on the road because when this song kicked in, I listened to this album twice. I listened to this album on the way to work. It was a 45-minute drive. I'm going to listen to this album.
Right.
You did it.
Then I listened to it again on the elliptical doing a run.
Oh, yeah. Where were you running?
I was running through Ireland.
Nice.
With the Wanton Bishops as my soundtrack. But I was... When it first kicked in, I really had to think about it because I'm like, it sounds, the very beginning of the very first song sounds like it had like a little Middle Eastern tinge to. And I'm like, is that racist for me to hear Middle East? But other than that first moment, December, there was no other hint of fucking Middle Eastern music in there whatsoever. And it is honestly... Not only is it some of my favorite fucking blues rock that I've heard in a long time, the idea that it was a Lebanese band, not to say that nothing wrong with that, but it's like, it's a great example like British bands in the 60s and 70s that were doing blues and sounded like they should have been doing blues. There's bands that doesn't matter where the fuck you grew up, you can just feel fucking music, you know what I mean? There's something so genuinely blues and fucking genuinely good, swampy, dirty rock and roll with this fucking band. The only reason I picked a low light on this is because it was the last song and the fucking album had to end.
Oh, yeah, I'm so glad you liked it. They're one of my favorites. I love them. I'm always... And, you know, on my way to work or in my headphones at work, whatever, I love them. I think they're great. I just think, and
how did you get turned on to this band?
I just happened across them on Spotify.
Really?
They're like, hey, you listen to, you know, like this. I've been in kind of like a bluegrassy type of wave lately. And they're like, hey, you might like this. And I'm like, I might, let's try it. And I was like, oh, shit, I love it.
No, honestly, it is some of the coolest, most like inventive, and I must stress, like genuine blues rock. There is not like a poser vibe to this. It does not sound like some band overseas trying to do blues.
Right.
It doesn't fucking sound like that shit. This is, we'll play a clip of my low light, and again, only because it was the last song, which meant the album was ending. Sun Rising is the low light, so we'll play a clip of that.
Ooh. I like hand claps.
I was gonna say I picked this shit just for you too.
They know how to sell a song.
Just for you two, for the fucking hand claps. I was on the way to work and I was going, Michael Stevens is gonna love this.
They got cello in here too?
I don't know.
This reminds me of a Doors tune right off the hop. The organ and the over-distorted guitar.
I haven't listened to this with the headphones on yet. So it's like I can feel like I can hear like a tinge of like Middle Eastern instruments in there, but I don't even know what to listen to.
It's almost you're playing the Middle Eastern notes on the organ, but that was about it.
You know what this band reminds me of too, December? I was thinking about it. What was that one that we did Rock and Roll Roundtable, and you gave Michael an album, and I can't remember the name of the band, but it was the same band that played in like Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah,
in Tarantino movies and shit.
Yeah.
Hurry!
That's it.
Hurry! What?
I can't think of it. I don't know. I can't remember either. But yes.
Yeah, but it sounded. It reminded me of that band.
It very much does.
Yeah.
It's like that gritty, like raw, unpolished.
But the thing is, when you produce that right, it sounds so goddamn good.
I know. Let's keep this clip going. Yeah. No, it's.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the Doors.
It's had me fucking dancing in my car, man. So, I mean, yeah, that was the low light, but the whole thing was just like, and each one was just a little different vibe. You know what I mean? None of them sounded the same.
Right.
I didn't even like make a list of like track by track because I was listening when I was driving and when I was running. But everyone just had like a different vibe, but a different coolness. There was some swampy stuff. There was some fucking, there was some country stuff almost. There was one, what was that one? It was called, that was really fun. It was Whoopee.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Whoopee, and there's an intro about 30 seconds to a minute or something that goes, it's the Whoopee intro, and then it goes into Whoopee. It was really fucking fun. It made me go whoopee.
The name of that band that I gave Michael Stevens was Tito and the Tarantulas.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, I enjoyed the shit out of this. We're gonna play the highlight to this, and it's "Sleep with the Lights On." Let's do the whole thing. This is what it sounded Middle Eastern to me, kicking off, and then
there was a little bit.
Yeah. Vocals, his voice is just so,
it's fucking gritty,
like, rich and gritty, and just like, like he's been through some shit.
There's some bands that do this and you don't believe them,
right?
You know, like you fucking believe these guys,
right? And you're like, oh yeah, yep, okay.
It's like they mixed the Middle Eastern with country bluegrass rock. Like it's very Again, a band that where you think it should not work, but it just works perfectly for them.
Right.
This reminds me of, I think the last album December gave me. I was like, this is, again, where you think it's something that shouldn't work, but they do it so well, it works great. His voice actually reminds me of Johnny Cash would strain himself.
Yeah. It's so
rather than Johnny just talking, like when he actually tries to sing or gets loud, it's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is this a 3-piece, a 4-piece?
Not sure.
I wonder how many guys I have.
I think it's 4.
You know what I'm doing tonight? I'm gonna go look me up some Wanton Bishops on YouTube, watch some videos. Ooh, harmonica in there. Man, I can tell you what, I'm a sucker for gang vocals too. When you get just a whole room of people just like that, all for it, all for it. Ooh.
They are a duo.
A duo?
Nader Mansour, and I'm going to kill the pronunciation here, so I apologize. Nader Mansour on vocals, guitar, harmonica, and keyboards, and Eddie Gosen on guitar, backing vocals, and banjo.
Holy crap. I wonder how they do a live show then. We got to have some traveling musicians. I like the finger drums. Whatever they're doing with the fingers on the drums is great.
This is why rock and roll is my greatest is the best fucking genre of all time. Because it's not saying that like hip hop can't make it overseas or country music can't make it overseas, but there's something about fucking rock and roll, man.
But the thing is, like, even with rock and roll necessarily isn't a sound or a category. It's a spirit, man. It's something deeper within music, and I don't mean to get like super deep here, but
this is the place to get deep.
but like rock and roll, like, and this was actually I got this all from NWA's introduction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, if anybody, because like Gene Simmons of all people went off on the NWA because they were inducted into the Hall of Fame, and he's like, they're rap hip-hop gangsters. They don't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And Dre stood there and he's like, listen, rock isn't about, a category or a genre. Rock and roll is about spirit. Look at bluegrass. Look at the jazz. Look at the old, dirty, gritty South stuff that you would categorize as not rock. That's what started rock. Like, there's everything all invented. Rock and roll is a spirit. It's deeper within. It's not a genre or a clique or anything like that. So I was like, you do it, Dre. You go, brother. You tell him.
Damn right. No, I agree with that 100%. And I usually try to maintain that whenever I don't like something about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I try to keep that in mind and be like, don't hate on it because other people hate on the shit.
Well, then it's like everybody was hating on the Dolly Parton thing, and Dolly Parton, like, bless her soul's like, I'm not a rock artist, but they came back. They came back with it was like, rock isn't about a rock and roll artist. It's about, you are a rock star in your own, your own genre, if you want to call it that, but it's all a spirit. Like, her music is rock and roll music to the Tennessee Hills. Like,
and she wrote a song, a rock and roll song,
a rock, just for the Rock
She's
Hall.
A goddamn American treasure is what she is.
So I was like, and that's the thing is, I'll never give the Hall any shit for anybody that they put in there. Like, if they do their music well and they've earned their spot, I mean, like, you've done it.
Absolutely.
I will say it has gotten kind of lame.
Oh, I mean, some picks. I mean, you're gonna run out of.
I'm not even saying the picks. I'm talking about the presentation.
Oh well, yeah.
It's so much more like award show and like pop show now.
Yeah.
Than just getting like a bunch of people together and playing shit on stage for the, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of thing I miss about it.
Right.
But now I'm bitching for no reason at all.
That's all right.
For no reason.
We can do that.
But I don't want to bitch because I want to give 2 thumbs up to the fucking Wanton Bishops.
Love it.
Great call, December.
Yay! I'm so glad you liked
Two thumbs up and 1 stinker.
What the hell? Everything!